radio, ladies and gentlemen. Tune in them stations. Put those friggin' bloody damn Antichrist machines down.
Well, Alan's in the mood, isn't he? This is my third attempt to try a live stream tonight. Gonna be tuning around the shortwave bands and the amateur radio bands using the Yaesu FT990, or I might switch up the ICOM here. Depends. So yeah, gonna try this again. Hopefully the audio from the microphone on the webcam here is good. So let me tune this back up, or turn the volume back up here, and let's see what Alan has to say.
Black. Hurricanes of the earth breathing? Is that what you said, my beloved wife? Yes.
Uh-oh.
By the way, you've got to talk into the microphone. Yeah. The radio.
Earth is a live entity, breathing and making.
I mean, the way it came about for me was, Pastor Ken calls about 1 minute before our show begins. Yeah. I'm trying to get things set up, ready, and get going, because that's why I'm going from the automated system to arrive and back again, right? And he asked me, while I'm setting things up, do you think the hurricane is caused by HAARP? Or do you know anything about HAARP? I said, I know a little bit about it. I think it's caused by HAARP. I said, well, no. Because I don't think HAARP array isn't even operational anymore. We got to look at the globe. We're going to grow. Do you know, I was listening at some statistics. Back in the 1960s, which was over 50 years ago, the severity and number of hurricanes were much more than thank God, and I mean the moon bats are running around. The moon bats are running around. First of all, they're blaming Donald Trump. And then they're blaming global warming, which is really global climate. Yeah.
Thank you.
And come on, I mean, he's like, have you ever heard of the book? Angels Don't Play That Harp? I've heard something about that. It's ridiculous. The HAARP array was an ionospheric research laboratory out in Alaska. It was several hundred cross dipoles that beamed, several megawatts around the scale. I think it was 2 to 18 or 2 to 30 megahertz. And they did experiments in ionospheric heating to see about, for military use, for reflecting signals off there and all this. It didn't change the weather. It wasn't used to spy on people in underground bunkers, and all that kind of stuff. It was, look, you have no idea. No matter what happens on Earth, there is a conspiracy theory around it. It doesn't matter what happens. Oh, I mean, I don't much figure that out. Donald Trump is the bathroom, and there'll be a conspiracy. Yeah. Donald Trump could eat the McDonald's hamburger.
Well, because he knows they're safe.
And because he knows they're safe.
Yeah. Safe from being poisoned.
Oh, I see. I wonder if he has an official taster, like the kings of England did.
He might have.
But
But look. Number one,
Thank God you're listening to WBCQ, and hopefully you're listening to WBCQ on a shortwave radio. Yeah, because you gotta have the goddamn machines down. Yeah, I'll fix your machine. I'll fix your machine. You'll fix it. Hi, you're on WBCQ. You're on the air.
Hi, WBCQ. This is Freddie K from North Hadley, Massachusetts.
Hey, Frederick. Hi, Freddie. What's cooking?
Hey, how's it going?
Well, it's going. You know, it's another. It was a beautiful. Well, the weather here. Last 3 days. Tell them how good the weather's been, sweet.
God's right here on Earth.
That's it. It has been just warm, dry.
Not a cloud in the sky, and the colors are beginning to shower here in northern Maine among the ground plants, and a little touch of color in all the maple and fir and everything else around here.
Well, that provides us time to pray for those who are in less than pristine condition.
This is true. This is true. In fact, I must pray. I
Like
must pray that.
we speak of it hourly.
Well, you know.
Our prayers and thoughts are with all the beautiful Americans and whole hours.
Well, and also all the people on the coast of this great republic that are dealing with God's breath.
Oh, yeah.
You know, Hurricane Florence made landfall earlier today, and it's going to dump a lot of water on North Carolina and South Carolina. And of course, South Carolina is very important to us because it's home of the Saints, and it's home of our beloved friend Brother Stair and the Overcomer Ministry. And but I know the Lord. I mean, I prayed to Him hard. I prayed 2 nights ago and last night. I prayed very hard that He take a little bit of the fury out of His work. I asked Him to just take it easy on the hurricane, and it did. It got downgraded to a number 1. Yeah, which is good. And you know, I'm asking Him to spare the people, spare the coast, and spare the saints and Brother Stair of the Overcomer Ministry. And they live around the Walterboro. About 40 miles west of Charleston, right? Yeah, about 40 miles west and south of Charleston in the Candies area. Yeah, C-A-N-D-E-Y-S, I believe is how it's spelled. And but of course, we bless all the people on the coast, and North and South Carolina are beautiful states with wonderful Southern folks in it. And so far, his feet's holding up. Yeah. Oh, good. Yeah, so far I know. So we're watching the Overcomer feed. And of course, we record some backup as well. Brother Stair's on 92.30 about 24 hours a day now on our 93.30 transmitter. And we've got backup. You know, you've got many hours. I rolled 6 hours of tape. I got 6 hours of tape. I got about 12 hours worth of.
Just in case anybody is wondering, right now I'm using my homemade fan dipole. Let me switch over to the Alpha Delta antenna real quick.
Incredible. What they are is they are moisture engines. On
Earth doing what the Earth needs to do.
Breathe and
Remember that. It isn't a good stuff.
No, but it's definitely some of God's great works. And we always pray.
You know, just nudge it a little bit here, dear Lord. Nudge it a little bit there. If it be His will, sometimes it's not, and we have to be good stewards and take it. And I mean, Angela and I live in Florida, and we're very sensitive to hurricanes. Most people are, because hurricanes devastate country. In the eastern, they're called cyclones.
Trees are so fun.
Yeah, right. Well, they come and they change the landscape and they whip things up. It's not a question of good or bad. It's just a question of I like it. Dear sweet Angela, I like what you said. It is the earth breathing. And it really is. It really is breaths of water and energy and tremendous sources of heat and storage. It's not Halliburton. It's not Donald Trump. It's not even climate change, because climate 1,000 years ago was very different on planet Earth. It was actually more violent. Well, in many places it was more violent. In many places it was wetter, and there were more storms, and there were more vortices, and there were more hurricanes or cyclones. So there's always change. But anyway, Freddie, what's on your mind?
Well, I want to say hi to Angela. Oh, thank you. Hi, Fred. And I know you don't know me that well, but I've had past show on there. And you did great work here. Trailer Trash Radio. Great. Trailer Trash Radio. And also, I want to say hi to Tom.
Hi, Freddie.
I haven't talked to you in a long time.
Yeah, it's been about 3 or 4 years at least.
But I'm curious when the best time to call and talk to you about technical stuff sometime.
Oh, anytime. Usually in the evenings, Monday through Friday, probably after 9 o'clock at night.
Call the station?
Or at my house.
Oh, I don't know your phone number. I'm going to have to text my phone number up to you guys.
Yeah, well, text me your number, or email, wbcq@wbcq.com. Send me an email, Freddie, wbcq@wbcq.com, and I will send you Tom's phone number.
Okay, very good.
Yeah,
another thing I wanted to talk. Didn't see it coming, and of course appliances and everything became overwhelmed by the high.
Oh, so the pressure got too high in the main feeders and overcame the regulators.
That's right.
Indeed.
That's right. And they started leaking, and flames started coming out of furnaces, water heaters, and started homes on fire. There was explosions that leveled homes. It was a devastating thing. I've never seen anything like it.
Man. Fred, how old were those line feet?
I don't know how old the lines were.
So all those have the regulations and the meters.
Yeah, so
gauges
now.
These
communities were all serviced by natural gas, natural gas.
They were serviced by Columbia Gas.
Right.
And I read a news article tonight where Eversource was put in charge because they were deemed inadequate to handle the situation. The Columbia Gas Company, can you believe that?
Well,
a point, another company, Eversource, they take care of our electricity and everything. They have to appoint them to assist with the cleanup and the checking of all the houses and everything to make sure everything's safe and everything, because they were deemed inadequate.
Wow.
Because of the way they responded to the situation. Can you imagine that?
I can imagine,
But the carrier situation is behind it. I hope there is as diligent as Canada and West. They take it very seriously. The tests that are run to make sure the pipes are not becoming derelict and be able to handle the pressure are very diligent.
Well, it sounds like it's not that there was it's not that there was a leak. It was
No, I don't mean leak. I mean an actual corrosion of the pipe that is unseen, unknown, and pipes that have been in the ground a long time.
I'm still curious to find out how this high pressure situation happened.
Probably because nobody was paying attention to the booster pumps. Because I know they use pumps to pump the pressure up along the lines. And probably these lines are over 100 years old. They probably date back to the 1890s. Because I think in these folks here, I into natural gas, I think it was in either the 1870s or 1890s.
Was anybody hurt, Freddie? Did you hear that?
One 18-year-old was killed and several others injured. I know two critically injured, and several others were injured, but not critically.
Well, that's interesting. Even bottles these days.
And you know, the 18-year-old,
even bottled propane can be dangerous without proper regulation. Yeah. Well, the utilities have got a lot of patching and fixing.
And I think the learning lesson is everybody else needs to look at their lines.
Yeah.
Because what people don't realize, these lines have been buried forever. They are degrading.
Well, I think it's a pressure regulation. Can you believe this? The only person that died was an 18-year-old.
Right.
And he was sitting in his. Not to mention, it was in news. It was in the news. Yeah. Online. That he just got his license that day.
Oh wow.
Can you imagine that?
All I can
say
is
imagine
God
that.
needed him in heaven.
The damn chimney blew off the house and fell on the car and killed him.
Very sad. It's very sad when the infrastructure in our great republic fails, and we have to take great lessons from it, and we will learn from it. Just like, airline disasters, train disasters, bus disasters. We'll just have to learn from it and progress onward.
If you get a chance now, and I know you have a busy schedule, but if you get online, there are plenty of videos of this unfolding, and you'll get a good sense of what was going on. It was catastrophic.
Wow.
Yeah, well, to me, it's fast complacency, and we don't realize. I've been on the pipeline. I've seen degraded pipes in the ground. They've been there for decades.
Yeah. All right, well, Freddie, thank you. Thank you for sharing.
Gonna try something real quick, see if we can get Zoomer radio out of, I think it's Toronto, if I remember correctly.
But this is something that happened closer to home.
Oh, crap, that's right, music. Okay, let's go back to WBCQ for a moment.
I know. So, water, by the way, out of all the natural disasters, water is the most destructive.
At Rona, we're here to take you from. These colors really go well together.
Nice strong
These
signal from
colors
Canada.
really go well together. From Thursday to Sunday at Rona. Scratches save 30 to 100% on 3.78 liter cans of interior paint and exterior paint and stain. That's Thursday to Sunday only. Plus, from September 13th to 19th, get 95 air miles reward miles when you use 95 cash miles. Don't miss it. Rona, here to help with your projects. Certain conditions apply.
CFRXL of Canada.
Now with TD,
Again,
you could be pre-approved for a
S9 plus
mortgage
20
immediately
signal
when you
here.
apply online. So you can apply anytime, even at 10:38 before bed.
Honey, wake up, huh? We're pre-approved.
We did it! At 6:23 a.m. before work.
To-do list complete. We've been pre-approved.
I'm so happy. Or at 8:41 before movie night.
Roll out the red carpet. We are pre-approved.
Yay! Apply online for a TD mortgage pre-approval anytime, anywhere. Learn more at td.com/mortgage pre-approval. TD, ready for you. I'm Dr. Harold Katz, North America's bad breath expert. Unlike burning formulas, great tasting TheraBreath uses natural ingredients to freshen breath longer than 12
Let's see
hours.
here. Radio Havana Cuba coming in. No, not yet. No, nothing on the Hurricane Watch Net. Oh, where was that? Must have been tuner upper.
India Uniform Zulu from Whiskey 6 Kilo. Name is Clay, you're 5'9" at Oklahoma City, over. Roger, 5'9", you're 5'9" in Louisiana. Jerry, Juliet Echo, Romeo, Yankee. QSL, Jerry, appreciate the call, and we'll catch you farther down the log. And good luck. Thank you. November 1, that's straight. 6 Delta Papa Lima. Kilo Charlie 1, Boston United. Kilo Charlie 0, Papa Papa. Okay, and I'm very armchair.
Well, that's cool. For those of you who aren't watching the chat, I'm talking to the censorship sucks, and he was just asking about how long I've been into shortwave radio, and mentioned that found out about shortwave radio from some friends and YouTubers. I found out about it via ham radio. I started off listening to the hams on the scanner, UHF, VHF, and then I found out about shortwave radio, and I've been hooked for over 18 years now, and hopefully next month I'll be getting my general class amateur radio license, so you can watch me talking to other hams, hopefully using this one right here, the Yaesu FT990.
Lovely and talented Sheila. No call sign yet. But she's getting the accelerated course in contest logging, so we appreciate that. 73 Terry, we will catch you farther down the log. 73s, and thanks to Sheila for logs. Kilo 6 Delta Papa Lima. Kilo 1 Charlie 1 Boston United. Kilo Mike 4 Zulu Juliet Zulu. Mark Trump, Mike Bravo. Seems like I should know this voice. Okay, you're in the 5-9 into Edmond, Oklahoma. I think you were standing in the doorway here a few minutes ago. Thanks for the call. Appreciate you. You've now got whiskey 6 kilo. Over. Okay, 7-3 Sharon has some also for me.
Yeah, I should do this more often. Let me turn this down for a moment. Reason why I don't do a whole lot of live streaming right now is because of the way I've got my room set up. It's a little bit of a pain in the butt to get this tripod set up and film the radios. Maybe one of these days I might rearrange the room, but for now, I'll just keep it as is. Let me switch here real quick, see if the some of the hams I like to listen to on 3850 are on right now.
I don't know, this guy, he was the salesman there. He said you ought to go up and look at it, and I never did. But no, I was thinking he called it a demon. It was called a demon, Dodge Demon Hellcat or something. And it was basically a Challenger. And he said it's only got one seat in it. He said a passenger seat was optional. So anyway, yeah, it's two different cars we're talking about. But there's another station coming in there. I'll let him go ahead. KD8WCP. Yeah, KD4 Delta. That is the demon that you're talking about that has the one seat in it. The Hellcat is actually the stock type one, but it has a lot of power too. But the demon actually has more horsepower. I think 100 and something as I remember. And boy, that thing will go.
Yeah, I'll have to give that a try. Starting up my streams after official SWL stopped. Gills stops his streams. Right now it's going to be a little hard to do a consistent schedule due to my work schedule, so we'll just have to wait and see how this all works out. Hopefully there's enough people who enjoy this and like this, and I'll continue doing this in the future. And maybe if we're lucky, maybe Callum, DX Commander, M0MCX, maybe he'll start, calling people on the air, and maybe we can find him on the ham radio bands somewhere. I've heard him once or twice, just above the noise floor. Kind of difficult to hear him, but I have heard him, and I have sent him an EQSL card. Hopefully he sends one back to me.
I'd love to guarantee it, but I'd love to be able to do Challengers. I'd have one set in the garage, but it didn't cost damn much. I mean, that's ridiculous. But yeah, I heard that crusher. Factory built drag car. That's it. Okay, guys, go back out and try to put in the talking fast. To tell you that it's not the demon. Anyway, back to that back. Okay, good. Oh, PJ Ford don't go anywhere, man. They're a muscle car guy. You just have a problem there. Jump in there anytime you wish, sir. Yeah, hang out. Makes it more fun. I had a Barracuda when I was a teenager, and it had the 273 high flight put in it, but it was not factory. It was definitely worked over, and boy, that thing could really move out. I'll tell you, I enjoyed it. You can take it to Fremont Raceway there in California.
This Yaesu right here, this transceiver, it's the FT990. I got it a couple months ago. I still gotta get a microphone for it. Hopefully, hopefully this thing works. Obviously, it works for receiving, but I don't know if it actually, you know, will transmit. The eBay that I bought this from said it does. So hopefully, when I get my license next month and get the microphone and key it up, it'll actually work. If not, well, then I'll have to buy myself another transceiver and just use this as a nice, you know, fancy receiver.
First couple of years, the first year they come out with them, I read some reviews on them, and they said they put way too small a tire on the back of them, and then all they did was burn tires. You know, if you try to get in the accelerator, and all it does is break the back end loose and just burns the tires up, and then it really, performance really was terrible. It didn't turn worth a shit. It was top heavy. It rolled real bad. And as far as going in a straight line, it would have been wonderful if they had put a bigger tire on it. And now that was several years ago, so I'd imagine by now they'd probably succumb to all the criticism and stuff. And
usually there's one ham on this frequency, 3850. His call sign is K8CIA, and he usually has a really strong signal here in Wisconsin. I believe he's out of Michigan. Him and a whole bunch of guys usually get on this frequency about this time of night and talk. I don't hear any of the usual guys. The guy who's currently talking right now, I didn't catch his call sign. I don't recognize, so maybe they'll start hopping on pretty soon.
And it's made to look like the old orange and white with the orange stripe V28. This thing will flat ass get with it, man. But I think in 2013 he bought it. He paid $56,000 for it. That's a lot of cash. Yeah, this thing's called 2018 Dodge Challenger SRT Demon. That's what you need, Mike. Yeah. Yeah, the only thing about it, you know, when you buy it, they're gonna go down in value. Well, maybe not that one, so to speak, but I'd rather spend my money on something that I know it's gonna be worth the same thing. Quarter mile and 9.6.
If I remember tomorrow morning about 10 o'clock Central Time, I'll try to live stream the Rock River Radio Club's 80 meter nets on 3947 kilohertz lower sideband.
Me being a GM man, I'm thinking a Z06 Corvette any day. I'm probably have to get a road race it. These things are made to go in a straight line, that's it. I'm talking everyday driver. I don't know if you want this to go up as you go get some groceries. You know, I mean, I suppose as long as you got enough money to put in the fuel tank. I mean, I can't afford it. If I could afford it, I'd have a Z06 convertible. And that thing, man, you can go, man. Go up into Michigan in the hills or down in Tennessee or wherever. That thing would be a blast. Yeah, it's got 840 horsepower and does 0 to 60 in 2.3 seconds. And it's a quarter mile speed or a quarter mile time at 9.65 at more than 140 miles.
For a quick comparison, right now I'm using my homemade fan dipole. And let me switch over to the Alpha Delta sloper antenna.
I'm a Chevy guy. If I could have my choice of any car I wanted,
It would be a 1966 Stingray convertible with the 427 tri-power, 400.
Okay, now I'm going. Oops. Now I'm going to go back to the fan dipole.
The Holy Grail.
Oh yeah, good year. No doubt about that. That's bad, but it's. I think the Hellcat does 9-second quarter mile. You know, I don't know where. Well, maybe not 9 seconds, but I know it does at least 10 because I know they didn't let the people race them on the, you know, bring them out there and race them on the quarter mile because they didn't have a rope bar in them. Now, when I was at the Nationals a couple years ago, I seen those Copa Camaros, and I'll tell you what, buddy. I mean, that was a flat ass get it. I mean, it was built from the factory to go straight to the drag strip.
Yeah, still nothing on the Hurricane Watch net. Let's try up on 20 meters. Yeah, nothing there either. Okay, back up the 75 meters.
GM Ford Chevy dealership in Indiana. I mean, the dude's a multi-millionaire. Anyway, Junior's got he's got a Camaro like that. It's like a Copa. It's got it's like the baddest ass Camaro they made with 675 horse motor. Whatever this place does that buys them, they turn them into like 1,000 horsepower. They put Trans Am type ground effects on them and everything. And his ass spent August in jail. He got nailed to 156 mile an hour down the interstate.
Yeah, the only thing about doing that is, man, you gotta realize that you can outrun the radio. And like you said, I'm sure these things are made to run slow horses, you know. They're just made for quarter mile light stuff.
They got busted in a Corvette about 3 years ago, but I think it's part of the reason why they put it.
Let's try going up to the AM portion of the 40-meter band. Yeah, nothing right now. Let's try up on 75 meters here.
That's put on a path would actually be a backwards lowercase h. I have a big strip that's about 222 to 550 that runs north and south. And then there's this square bit off to the left of that. That's about a meter spot. And that's where the house is located. All my antennas are strung up there. I have roughly 100. 120. I didn't measure it out exact yet. By about 200 to 240. Some people call it my lake. It's a pond. It's just rather deep in one section, but it's also a lot of light down there. And on the other side of that, I got a string of trees running north and south. That's on the west side of the farm. And on the east side, I got another series of trees. And on the south side, which is behind the house here, the house on this particular spot actually faces straight north. Why they did that, I really have no idea. But what it is. On the south side, I have another string of very high birch and pine trees. Just regular white pine. The bad part is, you know, in the really nasty storms, the pines tend to come down. So have more than ample up there, and some of them actually are running quite high. I got at least one or two of them that match up with the tower I got out here on the west side, which is the 85 foot peak point from my two dipoles. So, yeah, we'll see how it goes. But I'm probably going to utilize a lower stage on that same tower to put up a 40-meter dipole in a different location. I'm trying to rearrange things here a little bit. I don't know if you've been using some of our low bands, but just for creeps and giggles, a couple of months ago, I threw up a quarter-wave loop. It was a bit of a pain to get it to match up but I managed to do it reasonably well. And stuck that puppy out of the far east side in the trees there, but it was to test out the band and see what it was like. I was able to again on digital modes for the better part of almost 4 months.
Helps if I was on the right frequency.
But I'm looking to put something up there now in a much more permanent and secure posture. So I got to see how that turns out. But the feed point that's being held up now for the loop is a 50-foot cranked-up mast that I just happened to toss another 10 feet into. And I'd like to try to get that up into my southeast corner of that 2-acre square and use that as one of the anchor points. I don't know how well that will be or not be or anything like that at this point. I'm still playing around with ideas, but that side of the property is definitely going to get a permanent installation with one of these larger antennas. The problem is, at about 60 foot tall, it doesn't really get the height that you need to be as effective as it could be. And as a result of those losses, plus the ground losses, because this thing is in a vertical position and you got only about 4 feet on that lower wire to the ground, there's a tremendous amount of loss. And, although we're only allowed very, very little power down on that particular portion of the band that we have down there, at the end of the day, digital nodes, you really don't need much. And I managed to eke out about somewhere between 650 and 700 milliwatts. And I was doing rather well with those digital nodes. I didn't come up against the signal I couldn't hear and I wasn't able to get back to. So I know the digital nodes are fabulous for that low power communication. It really was an eye opener for me. Anyway.
Okay, no problem. I'll be on for a while.
I was into with antennas and why I'm trying to shuffle things around on my HF side. The 630 meter band, that's 475 kilohertz, is a real fun place to be. So I want to get back up there and see what I can do. Plus, of course, using a quarter wave on that particular band, as long as I can get it to be at least somewhat symmetrical, it's a full wavelength from 160. So I'm trying to see if I can't do something as simple as a inverted delta.
Yeah, still on the air. Got Pirate here. Obviously, for copyright reasons, I won't play it for too long. I don't want this video again, removed from YouTube. Yeah, let's turn this on for a moment. I'll look up which pirate station this is real quick on the HF Underground.
Well, maybe it is. Maybe it's at the fairgrounds. That's a good one. That Corvette I was talking about, I guarantee you go, you'll see it. We use it every major car show around here. And it's those
blue with a white top, 1966 convertible Corvette Hybrid. Alright, man, that's it for it. Anyways, I'm gonna go watch the media box and you have a good one, man. It's been a pleasure. It's been a long time since we shut the shit this long, so I'm sure we'll do it again. Have a fine one, 73 Studio Kills every day. This you can buy again.
Yeah, I just saw that HF Underground, they don't have it identified yet. If I had to guess, considering the signal strength, my guess is it's probably going to be Wolverine radio. They usually come in pretty strong.
And so we could have to replace it. And one of the jobs I had, there was a young man was
Yeah, still nothing for the Hurricane Watch Net, but I am still picking up splatter. Can't tell from where the splatter is coming from.
all right. Well, thanks for checking in the net, Mark. Anything else I can do for you?
I think I found the source of the splatter.
Alpha Zulu Alpha. I'm north of Omaha, about 50 miles on an old farm place here, but you're probably at 5 by 6 to me, over. All right, Mark, thanks for that, and thanks for stopping by and checking into the net. We really appreciate it. And you can check us out on the web, too. It's rvradionetwork.com. So that's our website, and thanks for being there. Okay, up next is number 22N5Y India Charlie. I don't have a name for you. My name is Bob. Come on in. Good evening.
Good evening, Bob. The moment only checked in with you a couple times. In the dream. You know what? Nobody knows the answer. Bob, why I do.
Okay, Rudy. Are you in Louisiana there? How's it going tonight?
Oh, we're doing okay, yeah.
Dang tuner uppers. Go back to the pirate station real quick. Actually, that might not be Wolverine radio. Huh. I wonder who that is. We'll have to keep an eye on the HF Underground and see what it says. Okay, well, 3850 is quiet right now.
Once everybody got checked in, we'll open up the net for general discussion. Right now, we got a pretty good thing. 15 people counting me. All right, let's look into the first, second, and third call distance. That means you got 1, 2, or 3. In your call sign, please check in now. All right, are there any 4s, 5s, 6s out there? It's your turn. 7s, 8s, or 9s. You're up. Any zeros, later miss. All right, we'll go to the top of the list. Kilo Golf 5, India Golf Zulu, Papa, Texarkana, Texas. You're up, stand by seat.
Yes, this is KK5. I got that. Got a situation on here. Been a pretty nice day. Okay, so.
Okay, so this is the fan dipole. Let's do another comparison, and let's switch over to the Alpha Delta.
$194.10 an ounce. Silver was down 11 cents. $14.30.
If you notice the background noise when I go to the Alpha Delta drops, but so does also the signal quality, or signal strength, I should say. But this particular ham seems to be pretty strong, no matter which antenna I'm using. Let's switch back to the dipole.
54.67. That's all I have. So back to this.
All right, there, Pop. I'm going to ask a question. Everybody's going to get the same question. We're going to have a test tonight. If you woke up in the morning and the electricity was off, the phones were out, and no TV, what would be the first thing you would do?
On the Alpha Delta, this guy seems to be peaking at S5. And let's see if he comes back here on the dipole.
That's okay. I
Okay, on the dipole, it's over S9.
Charlie 5, Sierra Alpha Sierra Speed, and Baton Rouge, stand by Bob.
Okay, well, I can't linger on them for too long, but let's see if there's any other pirate stations on right now. Let's see here. Upper sideband, and let's see what we got. Oh, that's interesting.
Duncan, radio pilot at gmail.com.
Got something on 6935 here. Didn't quite catch who it was, though. Okay, got two pirates right now, one on 6935 and the other one on 6955. Both are unidentified right now. Maybe in a little bit, someone on HF Underground will identify them.
Honda Civic hybrid.
What was that?
Yeah. What's going on?
There we go. Now we got K8 CIA on the air.
Good. I like it.
You checked in the hour up now, Vince? Nope, not a bit. Alrighty, I hate using a foot pedal. Damn.
That's why you need a hand trigger.
I'd rather have Fox. This is the 840 right here. I got the 991 in the trunk.
Well, good. Throw that 922 in the trunk and I'll take it off your hands. Yeah, she's a good running son of a gun, man. That's almost 1,000 watts right there. All right. Did you get the pictures? Oh, you sent more pictures? Well, I sent 2 pictures, the top and the front of it. Yeah, I did. What's going on there, Vinster? You watch that video about the guy in the helmet at the bar? Yeah, I saw that I seen that the other day. It looked like it hurt. Yeah, especially that last one. Did you send it to me? Send it to you both. I'll have to check it out. I just got up from my old man nap. Guess what? Me too. I let this thing cook for about 6 hours. And yeah. What did they say when the last time it was used was? It was down in the basement for a while. He said it had been about a year, but I don't think he really knew. He might have been right. Well, hey, if it's working, that's good.
Okay, I guess the Pirates on 6935 is Humperdew. Never heard of that one before. That's a new one. Let's jump back up there real quick.
No, wait a minute, 30.
Can't linger too long due to the music.
Okay, well, anyway, let's give some information.
See if the other one, 6935, still there. Yep. That's a pretty good signal there on 6955. 6935 is all right, but there's I'm getting some kind of interference. Here, let me switch to the Yaesu here real quick. This has got a notch filter. Maybe I can remove that interference. There we go. That's better. Okay, so this is Radio Humperdew on 6935.
Radio Gaga, Yellow Pirate Radio broadcaster. Thank you. Helicopter. Helicopter is another creature.
Doesn't quite remove completely that interference, but at least knocks it down.
Let's see. Let's go to the picture. And I can do that and how the video. to radio Exeter 6935 Upper Segment, Junction, Radio Pilot at gmail.com. If you want to send it to it, reception report, or you like to yourself. Thank you, everybody. To get back in action. And for my fucking news and Hamburg from Tom Petty. I had Tom Petty. Very sad that Tom Petty passed away. But here's the classic. Even if Tom Petty and the Hot you on radio,
And now I gotta leave because of the music. Let's go up to 69.55 real quick. Okay, looks like they left there. Okay, back to K8CIA on 3850.
So if you ain't got time, I'll give you a hand tomorrow. I ain't got time. Time tonight to look for it. Oh man, I'll find it sometime tonight. I was worn out today. Oh yeah, after a while. I mean, you've been doing this for 2 weeks now. Hasn't it been 2 weeks? Today was the 4th weekend. Holy croonie. I didn't know. Yeah, you're right, I guess. One more, we're going to do it one more time. So whatever we don't sell, it's going to the Volunteers of America. Hey, you know the little mobile amp called the Mirage? Now that's just a 11-meter amplifier, ain't it? Mirage is usually VHF, UHF, and 6. No kidding, there was one there. And that baby was pretty long, too. That's not hard to get to. It was 12 miles from the house here. Maybe I'll go take another look at it. I got a 2-meter, I think it's KLM Mirage here. Nice little 300-watt brick.
Oops.
Sent me with 11-meter mobile radio, and I was too interested in this, and I just said the heck with it. He probably got a hard on as soon as he saw it. Oh man, you ought to see me down there. I was making a plan. Got my story together, told the guy, I said, look, man, I'm taking a big chance. I shouldn't even give you 3 for it because I'll have to spend quite a bit of money on the tubes. You just see him down there, Vince. He was probably tripping over himself. Yep, you know that. KCI at 8 o'clock. At 9. KQX. K9RSY. Holy crap, it's 9 o'clock.
Yep, have a good evening. Thanks for watching the live stream.
Yes, it is. What's going on, Dan? Not a whole lot, guy. How you doing? Pretty good. Unfortunately, I got to run this 840, this FT840. I'm going up north with a 991 tomorrow morning. I think I heard Davey out there, too. Davey? Wavy Davey? Yeah, sir. WW9CZZ. Oh, that Davey. Well, come on in here, Davey. Ain't not sure, guys. Just checking to make sure this thing's working out maybe all right. Why, certainly. Everybody. Buenas tardes, senor. Well, who? Buenas tardes. Good afternoon.
Another thing I checked too, Paul, I turned it on high voltage and I shut it off, and it took about a minute and 10 seconds to bleed. Okay, and when you put it on high voltage, what's the high voltage reading? 32. Yeah. It's in good shape down there, I'm telling you. It was not really dusty on the inside. The bolts were a little dusty. I blowed them off. You know, I didn't want to get too violent in there, and I put it back together. Is that what you tell them blue hairs? It's pretty good down there? No, I don't want them to know anything about that. Dan, Gravy's on a blue hair mission. I thought he got away from them. What is Gravy? What did you mean 840? You talking about the Yezu? Yeah, it's a little 840. It's kind of like the 718 that Icon makes. It's a small plain Jane. Yeah, I remember them, the little black radios, kind of like a 757 there, right? Mm-hmm. That's a good little radio. I ran one of them in an 18-wheeler for a while. I thought it was an all right radio. Yeah, it's good audio, too. I wish it had the RF gain and a box in it, though. The selectivity isn't the greatest in the world, but it was a halfway decent mobile radio. Right, yeah. If I turn the attenuator on, I got an F9 noise level. So what are you doing with the 991? I'm going up north tomorrow. I'm spending about 4 or 5 days up north. I got the amp going with me, the 811, and I'm going to sit up there and talk radio. Oh, okay. Well, that sounds pretty neat. His buddy, the bear, Mrs. Mr. Gravy, wants him to come up there and spend some time with him. Well, that's understandable. I hope you have a good time. Yeah, I got lucky today, Dan, and I picked up a 922A Kenwood for $300. Oh, man, he stole it. Oh, yeah. There was an estate sale, and no one was running it but the family themselves, and it was tomorrow's the last day. There was a couple other items there, and I looked at it, and I haggled them down, and I brought it home, and it runs great. That's great. You got that amp for the price of a set of tubes. Yeah, you're right. Nowadays, it seems like the only thing of any value of an old tube amp is the tubes. You mean because the old tubes, is that what you're saying? Oh, I mean, good grief. You know, if let's say you go and you buy a Commander, and a guy's charging you $1,800. Hell, that's what it cost you to buy 2 new tubes for it. Oh yeah, I follow you. Well, that's a good little amplifier. They're basically the same thing as these SB 220 or 221 is. A little bit more compact, but they're basically the same design as the amp I'm using. Oh yeah. Once upon a time, I used to own me an SB 220. That was a nice little amp. Yeah, there's hardly any difference between the layout in them, to be honest with you.
Jeez.
Yeah, the 922s are done for having weak bandwidth. Yeah, they do that, but that's no big deal. As a matter of fact, you can put a 220, you can put a heat kit or a hard mount band switch in one there and nip that problem in the bud. I'll be darned. That's good to know if anything ever happens.
Jeez.
Washington State, very glad you can hear me. And Dr. Strangelove in Southwest Alabama. Thank you for listening to Radio some people, I think the people, there we go. We'll play a few people too. Let's see, whoa, there you go. This is a good song. Gonna play Beatles, the Beatles is that one. Are you on radio? Nope, not gonna play.
Uh-oh. That music, I got
40 meters, and it marked to the 20 meter band contacts and burnt them out. Yeah. That's what I don't like about them. That's the first thing I do if I we got a 922, I put a heavier band switch in it. But that's about the only issue it has. And I got a buddy over here, Vince, that would take care of me. I believe he knows what he's doing. But that's a hell of a deal, though, Gravy. I mean, I've seen people asking $800 for them on Craigslist and stuff like that. You could easily, I would think, get my stool. All right, cool. Yeah, I'd fire that baby up and talk high like I stole it. Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. She's running. Yeah, I was doing a good job too. Well, you give a great match, a good match. They're great amps. They really are. They're small. They're kind of compact for what they are. They put out a decent amount of power there. I mean, they're actually very nice. Yeah, I think I'm going to get back behind her and then do the 220 thing on it. What's it, run on 110? Yep, it's running on 110 right now. It runs fine. I'm running mine on 110. Well, you can run yours on 110 if you want to pay a bigger electric bill. Well, I don't think there's any way around that. I haven't seen anything under $300 a month all summer. Damn, mine's only like $67, and that's in the summertime running the air conditioner. Good evening, gentlemen. Buddies, you're on 220. Oh, yeah. I think there's a Q4 RSI one to get in there, fellas. Good afternoon. This is Kilo 4 Radio X-Ray India. The handle's Dale. In South Carolina, just going to say hello to you. Everybody's got a good signal. And we're kind of wondering, first time we had this little amplifier on 75 meters, kind of curious on how it's working. Over. Oh, it's working great, Dale. I got your 15 over S9 over here by Memphis, Tennessee. I hope you're out of that. I hope you're not getting too much trouble from the hurricane there, buddy. You're 20 over 9 near Toronto, sounding good. Well, thank you very much, Tom. So far, the weather here, I went near Greenville. We're about 15 miles southwest of the city of Greenville, and that's up in the northwest corner of the state. We're getting a lot of wind. It's slowly but surely picking up, and it looks like it's going to start raining just any minute. So they're saying probably tomorrow around noon time all the way through Sunday, we're supposed to get a bunch of rain and wind. So I'm hoping for the best and praying for all those people who are getting hammered right now. Boy, they are too, buddy. I'll tell you that. Well, maybe you're far enough north and inland there that you won't get too much problem with it. KQX at 10 after 9. 39 RSY. AACIA. Yeah. That's what we're hoping to with the weather. We're just going to kind of make sure that all the hatches are back down and hope for the best. Now, this little amplifier we just bought about 3 weeks ago, it's a little Marathon AL80B. They're running a little 75 meter dipole up about maybe 40 feet with a little 550 Kenwood. And kind of curious on how it's working. Well, I have to agree with the guy in Toronto there. You're actually hitting me with peaks at 20 over here around Memphis, so it's working great, Dale. Okay, well, thank you very much. I just want to make sure it sounded okay. Thank you for letting me break in and take a seat there for a second. And everybody, again, is sounding very good in the Williamson, South Carolina. That's people, most of you are between 20 and 40 over 9, so you're doing a great job. I'll be 73, and I hope y'all have a good evening. This is K4RXI. 73 K9 RSY. Good hearing you out there, Dale. 73 KQX. Good evening, gentlemen. KB2OLB.
Greenville. We'll tell them just got on the radio sales running the same exact radio. All right. How you doing? If I was any better, I'd be triplets. So listening in at the school down here. My wife likes me and Gracie's voice. She's so sure to talk. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. GH man, Grady. Okay. Yeah, I'm just south of Detroit, southeast Michigan. I'm about 10 miles, just right outside of Detroit. That's a Motor City to you, buddy. Yeah, in the Motor City. Wavy boundary. Hello, hello. He's in the big town of Taylor, Kentucky. I don't know if you guys can hear me down there. VA3JL. Yeah, I hear you like you're sitting in the room. Who's the mobile? Yeah, who's the mobile? Don't let it pick on you. You sound great. Okay, well, you guys are bombing it up here, too. About 130 miles northwest of Toronto. Name is Jerry, and everybody's super loud up here. Sounding good? Sounding good, Jerry. This is John. Just like I said, I'm south of Detroit. Yeah, and your audio's killer, dude. Killer? Like as in that? No, man, it's terrific. Okay, cool. Thank you. What kind of radio you running? I'm using a Kenwood 990 and running about 500 watts and running 4 phase verticals looking down towards you. Ooh, nice. I'd have to say that's one of the best 990s I've heard there, bud. You got the audio perfect. Well, that's good. It was a bit of a struggle at first. There's too many damn buttons and menus on this thing. Yeah. Well, a lot of guys get a little bit of these problems because it looks like the dash of a 747. Kid, it took a while to figure it out, but anyway. Yeah, but you sound great. Yeah, oh, that's good. I'm glad it sounds good. Thank you very much, fellas. I appreciate you taking the time. And like I said, everybody has a wonderful signal up here. Don't tell Paul that we'll never get his head back into the cage. Damn. What cage? It's never been out. All you guys in your amps, man, I'm just running at 80 watts. Well, it sounds good for 80 watts. Oh, and then it sounds good for 80 watts. Isn't that past your bedtime? Actually, you're right, Paul. It is past my bedtime. But fortunately for me, I don't have to work tomorrow, which is a nice change from the past 2 weekends. That's right. Guess what? Hey, that's Joe Wiles, ain't it? Hey, it's Saturday every day for me, and it's Friday night right now. And tomorrow's Saturday, and the next day's Saturday, and the next day's Saturday, and the next day's Saturday. Well, that is envious. I only wish. It's taken me about 6 years to get used to having every Saturday. But I'm getting used to it. Hey, that's just about enough of that shit, guys. I didn't plan it this way. Believe me, I didn't either. I think he did. Yeah, I know it. I think he planned it that way. I threw myself down the stairs at my parents' house and broke my neck in 4 places and went through all of that crap for over a year just to get to retire. Yeah, some guys will do anything to get an easy work schedule, you know it? Dan, are you saying he did the curly flip, slapped himself in the back of the head and flipped? I can picture him now, turning off the light, just stepping out into the darkness. Oh, no, not Paul. I would have the door open with the light open and go, hey, y'all, watch this. That's probably something like I would have said, too. You think that was cool? Watch this. Yeah. Watch him pull a rabbit out of his hat. Hey, Rocky, watch me pull a rabbit out of my hat. Okay. That's not my sleeve. Presto. No doubt about it, I ain't another hat. Now here's something we hope you'll really like. That's right. You guys are messed up.
That's what guys is, right?
I thought I was the only one smoking dope.
You are. What's this? You know what his brother says? What?
I can do that.